Guys in Glasses here. Kind of wanted to go into the top 100 scientists of all time. 10 I didn't think was enough. So here we go without further ado. I'm going to go through these pretty quickly. I'm going to start at the beginning of science, and that was the Greek philosopher Archimedes, 100. 99, Wilhelm Wundt. He was the founding father of psychology. Behaviorism, another topic, created by B.F. Skinner, 98. 97, Alexander Fleming. He invented penicillin, so you might want to thank him sometime, but he's dead. Human sexuality, that came from Alfred Kinsley at 96. 95, Alfred Binet. He came up with the IQ test. 94, Francis Galton. He believed about an idea called eugenics. Soviet genetics actually came from Trofim Lysenko, 93. 92, Emil Kraepelin. He invented 20th century psychiatry. Vaccination, pretty important. Jonas Salk, 91. 90, Ernst Haeckel, the biogenetic principle. Now, radioactive dating, that's a very important thing to find out the dates of really old stuff. Willard Libby, you can thank. 89, 88, Edward Teller, the bomb. Okay, the atomic era. That was all because of J. Robert Oppenheimer, 87. 86, Hans Seal, the stress concept. He came up with it. Pharmacology, if you've ever had a pharmaceutical, you might want to thank this guy. Gertrude Bell Elion, 85. 84, Frederick Garland Hopkins. He came up with vitamins, so if you take your Flintstones, give him a little shout out. Sociobiology, that was all on Edward O. Wilson, 83. 82, Konrad Lorenz, ethology. 81, I'm going to go with Carl Landsteiner. He came up with all the blood groups. Symbiosis theory, Lynn Margulis, 80. 79, Claude Levi-Strauss, structural anthropology. Yep. The tempo of evolution goes right to George Simpson in 78. 77, this guy I know a lot about. Jean Piaget came up with the idea of child development. The binomial nomenclature, Carl Linnaeus, definitely coming in at 76. He could even move up a couple pegs if I thought about it more, but I'm going to keep him at 76. 75, Louis Victor de Broglie, wave-particle duality. Ooh, that's a big topic. The theory of the atom, John Dalton, 74. 73, Lucretius, scientific thinking, so kind of important. The genetic code, we can go right to Frederick Sanger about that one, 72. 71, Noam Chomsky, 20th century linguistics, so if you speak, you might want to think about him. Modern physiology, that goes to William Bayliss at 70. 69, Jean-Baptiste Lamarck, the foundations of biology. The bacteriophage, that's Max Delbruck, 68. 67, Theodosius Dobzhansky, the modern synthesis. He was also Russian Orthodox, by the way. Neurophysiology, physiology. That would go to Charles Sherrington, 66. 65, Ernst Mayr, evolutionary theory. Chemotherapy goes to Paul Ehrlich at 64. 63, Hermann von Helmholtz. He was basically the reason for the rise of German science. The chromosomal theory of heredity goes right to Thomas Hunt Morgan at 62. 61, Heidt Hammerlink Ohms, superconductivity. Very important. The laws of inheritance goes to Mendel, Gregor Mendel, that is. 60. 59, Euclid, the foundations of mathematics. That's very important. Energy of the sun, studied in depth by Hans Bethe at 58. 57, Gustav Kirchhoff, spectroscopy. All right, X-ray crystallography. That goes to Max von Laue at 56. 55, a guy that I like, Anton von Leeuwenhoek. The simple microscope. Yep, he created it. Now, going down to quantum cosmology. You could credit Stephen Hawking to a lot of that. At 54. Ah man, 53. Threw science on its head. Alfred Wegener. Continental drift, right? Quantum electrodynamics. That would be Richard Feynman. 52. 51. John von Neumann. The modern computer. So, if you like computers and you're watching this on YouTube, yeah, go and tell him thanks for the modern computer. Superconductivity, John Bardeen at 50. 49. Ooh, James Watson. The structure of DNA. Yeah, pretty important. This one is unusual. The discovery of charm. That goes to Sheldon Glashow, 48. I don't know too much about him. I'm going to have to do some research. So, at 47, probably one of my favorite people on this list, Dmitry Mendeleev, who pretty much put together the periodic table of the elements before all the elements were even known. Pretty awesome guy. Organic chemistry came from Emil Fischer at 46. 45, Murray Gell-Mann, the Eightfold Way. I'm not too sure about him either. I'm going to have to look up what he's done. Bacteriology, that was Robert Koch at 44. Number 43, August Kukeli. Chemical structure, pretty good. 18th century medicine came from Albrecht von Haller at 42. Haller. 41, Carl Gauss. Carl Friedrich Gauss, that is. Friedrich. He's a mathematical genius, so let's just put him in there. The wave theory of light came from Christian Huygens at 40. 39, Marcello Malpighi. Microscopic anatomy. The circulation of blood, discovered by William Harvey at 38. At 37, we have Arthur Eddington. Modern astronomy. If you look at the sky at night, think about him too. 19th century chemistry was Justus Liebig at 36. 35, Leonard Euler at with 18th century mathematics. Atomic physics came from Enrico Fermi at 34. I'm going to definitely go with 33 at Francis Crick, who discovered a lot about molecular biology. Max Born at 32 with quantum mechanics, which just threw everything upside down and right side up at the same time. The discovery of the electron, I'm going to give that to Joseph J. Thomson at 31. 30, Edwin Hubble. He now has created the modern telescope, so also important. We can see a lot because of him. Newtonian mechanics came from Pierre-Simon de Laplace. 29. 28, Charles Lyell. Modern geology. William Herschel at 27. He's credited to discover the heavens, whatever. 26, Marie Curie. Well, you know her story, radioactivity, right? The quanta. That would go to Max Planck at 25. 24, Ludwig Boltzmann, thermodynamics. Comte de Buffon, Histoire Naturale. 23. 22, Tycho Brahe, the new astronomy. 21, Andreas Vesalius, the new anatomy. And 20, Paul Dirac, quantum electrodynamics. Ernest Rutherford, the structure of the atom, something near and dear to my heart. Number that was 19. Number 18, Erwin Schrödinger, wave mechanics, probably more well known for his cat in a box. Both dead and alive at the same time. I don't know. Rudolf Virchow, he created the cell doctrine. 20th century chemistry went to Linus Pauling at 16. 15, Werner Heisenberg, quantum theory. Modern anthropology goes to Franz Boas. 14. 13, Claude Bernard, The founding of modern physiology. The electromagnetic field goes to James Clerk Maxwell at 12. 11 goes to Michael Faraday. Classical field theory. And now we're getting into the top 10. So listen up. 10. Nicholas Copernicus. The heliocentric universe. Yeah, I agree with that. Number 9. Johannes Kepler. Motion of the planets. Pretty important, I guess, since we were on one. Number 8. Antoine Laurent Lavoisier. The revolution in chemistry. The new science went to Galileo Galilei. In number 7. Number 6. Sigmund Freud. Psychology of the unconscious. Number 5. Louis Pasteur. The germ theory of disease. You can thank all those milk drinkers out there. They can thank this guy. Number 4. Charles Darwin. Yeah, evolution, kind of a big thing these days. The atom, we can attribute to Niels Bohr. Number 3. Number 2, really smart guy. Kind of just contributed all over the place with 20th century science. Albert Einstein. And number 1, which we base pretty much everything off of. And we now have the Newtonian revolution from, and that would be Sir Isaac Newton. And he is a sir, so we've got to give him some credit. I think that's a good ranking. It only took me almost about 12 minutes, so it's kind of a long time. So, we'll catch you on the flip side.